Hello, hello.
And we back again. You know, you and your twin. What's up, Tomo?
What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Tom Mo
Mo Show.
with my main man, Marley Mo, $1 million moment. And my girl and yours.
Sade Erica.
That's right.
What's up, little Mo?
We're in the building. We're in the building, man. How y'all doing today, man? I know that the weather been nice today, so y'all should have had a good time out there today. Everybody, it wasn't too hot. Now they was talking about getting up to 90 degrees, but did it? I don't know. I'm not sure. And I know it's hot outside. If I don't have to, I don't go outside. No use in going out there being in that heat, knowing you're going to be hot and all that. Now, yes, you really necessarily have to do so. So if I didn't have to, I wouldn't go out. Period. It's just too humid outside. But anyway, today is Wednesday. Unfortunately, Yellen will not be with us today. He had some other important business that he has to take care of. You guys know that Yellen most definitely be busy, man. So when we do get him on the show, we gotta store up all that information that he give us because we never know when he may not be able to come on the show or we not be able to get the other half of that information. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know how it go, man. This happens all the time in podcasts, radio, TV, all kinds of stuff happen where those people have to call out, man. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna keep it moving as usual. We're gonna pull that first clip up, Maul. Let's pull that first clip up. Let's listen to some things, man, that's been going on around in our DMV.
Believe I don't think none of this stuff funny. Who bought these high heels up in here? I don't need to wear that to do the show. Get off me. Got this pink jacket on. Take this shit off, man. Hey, Reggie, we live?
Hey, man, we live.
All right, then. I gotta let y'all know I ain't here to talk about nobody's sexuality, whatever you like to do with you and your wife, your husband, or whatever the situation is. That ain't what this video about, man. People making it seem like Just Hilarious don't know her place as a black woman or even a woman, period, man. She had the nerve to nut up on camera. Even Dave Chappelle trying to figure this thing out. When he said what he said, he was doing it in a joking manner. When she said what she said it like she was ready to fight. And that's why my question for y'all is this. Do real women have to bow down to the new women? It seemed like a lot of women scared to even talk about their womanhood because somebody might be listening and whoever they is, they might even be jealous about all your womanly experiences, even your period. They want it all. Want your job, want your man, want your heart, want your house, want your kids.
Oh my goodness.
Want your lips, want your nose. They want all of your experiences, man. And get jealous if you talk about the damn thing. They said Queen Latifah couldn't believe her ears, man. These celebrities coming out, they don't know how to feel about it. Because when you start talking about people personal preferences and asexualities and genders and stuff, it all get crazy. That's why we ain't here to talk about that. What I'm here to talk about is women out here feeling threatened by the new women, and the new women out here feeling threatened by the original women out here, man. It's a whole war going on. This give a whole new definition to the color purple. For the longest, y'all been striving to get from under the dominance of these men out here, beating on you, talking to you bad, cheating on you. Y'all been trying to do that forever. And as soon as you think you done reached the mountaintop and you ready to cross over to the other side, not only are you back to being oppressed by men,
Oh my goodness.
but these men be having wigs on, man. And I don't mean no disrespect, but Just Hilarious is going through it right now. And ain't nobody gonna take her back because people scared. And that's why my question is, do the original women have to bow down to the new women? y'all gonna have to call in and let me know, because I ain't gonna be here all night. Y'all waiting for me to say something zesty. It ain't gonna happen. We gonna keep this thing professional. Them phone lines open. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you an intellectual person that want to have an intellectual
What's up,
conversation,
everybody? This is Big Tony of the legendary Trouble Phone, and you're tuned in to the Tom Boat Show. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get right into this, man. Listen, I understand what he's saying, and I'm asking the same question. Do the older women gotta bow down to the new women? Because what it is the older generation is set in their ways, and the new generation is trying to come in, and it's a battle with the women, especially in the entertainment field, right? You know, you got your Oprah Winfrey's, you got your Queen Latifah's, you got your who else? Who else, Sade? Give me some names. We talking about that's already up there.
You got your Salt and Pepper. You got your DJ Princess, the girl from Salt and Pepper. You got Monique.
Okay. Yeah. Kenneth. Yeah.
You got Monique. You got a couple OGs.
So, hey, Judy. What's up, sis? Hey, so look, how about this, though? How about this? How do you feel, though, Sade? Do you think that's true? Do you think that the older women got to bow down to the younger generation that's in the entertainment business right now?
Absolutely not. And if I was an older woman, I giggle when you even suggest that I do that. Like, I'm not bowing down to nobody. What I am going to do is I'm going to give them their respect, and I'm going to understand. I paved the way for you. You know what I'm saying? I've shown you things, whether it's my style, my personality, or whatever have you. Take whatever you need from me, you know, but I'm not bowing down to you, and I'm not going to ask you to bow down to me. You know, we're going to respect each other. I'm going to check you out. I'm going to dig you, and I hope you check me out and you dig me. I've been doing this for years, but I mean, it's not even a question. Don't ask me to do any of that. But as far as he was talking about all that just jealousy, how people want your nose, your lips, your outfit, that's absolutely true. Why? I don't even understand, because you don't want my problems. You don't know what problems come with my situation. But I've always had that. I've always, had somebody who want what I want. You can have it, but can you deal with it the way I deal with it? Or is it going to come at you the way it came at me? So, I mean,
But let me ask you this, though. This is what I'm saying is this coming from a generation that's underneath you? You know what I'm saying? Are you talking to like people in general? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm talking like as if I am Queen Latifah or if I am Whitney Houston. I'm saying that that's where I'm coming from. However, if I'm coming from a youngin' perspective, which I am young, I wouldn't even disrespect my elder like that. That's trashy thinking. And I don't think trashy girls get far like that. When you come in the game and I hear your music, you popping. You know what I'm saying? I hear your little songs. Like that song is real cool. I'm looking for a hoochie daddy. My baby need a little pappy. I mean, that song is like that. You got your own swag, but don't ever try to get Queen Latifah to bow down to you. You wouldn't even make it that far. I mean, for real, she can help you up. She can be a stepping stone to you. So you don't want to get too ahead of yourself. You're a baby.
Yeah, most definitely. Let's see if we got any comments. What we got on the comment section about how they feel about that. What we got?
Yeah, so I'm talking like the generation I'm in. What I'm saying is I wouldn't even dare ask Queen Latifah to bow down to me. I'm a baby. I'm new to this game. Like I said, I like all the hoochie daddy. I like all the new music, but I'm not gonna get ahead of myself and say, yeah, I'm here now. You old. You don't know what's going on, because that's what our kids do to us today. Mama, you old. That's why you saying that. No, I've been there and I've done that.
Right, exactly. Let's move on to the next clip, man, because I want to get these clips in today, because man, we got some stuff going on. Let's roll with it, Ma. Let's roll with it. Roll with it. I know. I gotta say the right word. Roll the tape.
I need a new pappy.
Ball got to roll the tape, man. Ball
I'm
got.
with you, daddy.
All right, we gonna roll it. We gonna roll it.
Ago, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell had to be escorted away from the cameras after freezing in the middle of his opening remarks in his weekly leadership press conference. I want to watch that moment, and then we'll talk.
It's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
You need to stop playing.
Are you good?
Okay, Mitch. Anything else you want to say, or should I just go back to you? Do you want to say anything else to the press?
Okay.
All right, I want to bring in NBC's Ali Vitale, who's standing by for us with this. Ali, he did come back minutes later to answer some questions. Do we know what happened?
Not yet. And he did come back and spoke with reporters, was able to take questions. One reporter asked him about that moment that you just played there, concerning moment during his press conference as he was just a few seconds into talking with reporters, as he does on a weekly basis here. When the reporter asked him about that moment, he simply said, "I'm fine," and he moved on. He spoke for the rest of the press conference in his normal, somewhat muted tones, but reporters who were around him before that moment happened, it really was very jarring. You can see the looks on the faces of senators around him, including Senator John Thune, who was standing just over McConnell's shoulder, Senator John Barrasso, the number 3 Republican, coming over to him on the side, as you showed there, asking if there's anything else that he has to say to the press or if he just wants to go back to his office. That's what happened in the moments after he left that press conference. We saw Senator Joni Ernst, another member of Republican leadership, do the sign of the cross, almost as if she were praying for him during a moment that could have been potentially scary. But look, this is not the first time that there have been questions about the Senate Minority Leader. We know that back in March, he suffered a fall at a hotel here in Washington, leaving a fundraiser. That left him out of Washington for several weeks. He was home recovering from a concussion and fractured ribs. Of course, he's back in the Capitol now. And look, when he walks around here, we do see him sometimes walking with the help of aides. His office, we are waiting to hear if they have anything else to provide. One of his spokespeople just said they'll get back to us, but clearly they are meeting and trying to at least figure out how they're going to talk about this with the press. But I think what's important here to note is that moment seemed concerning. He was able to come back and continue talking to reporters during this weekly press conference. Yasmin.
Well, we certainly wish for the very best for the Senate Minority Leader and hope he is okay after all that. Ali Vitale.
It's your boy, the Big Picture Bones. You're now rocking with the man Tomo of the Tomo Show.
That man caught dementia on live TV. That man, Trudy said it best. Put Trudy comment back up. They come on now. What? They picking them too old. They waiting until they get in their 80s, 90s picking. That man caught dementia.
Why are these old people still in those seats, man? They need to change them people, man, up out of them seats, man. This man actually went into as if he just got the jab. Like something snapped in his mind and he was just there.
And like Trudy said, she said, they want the seniors to be in these seats, but they want the world and the votes and the younger generation to carry out the message or whatever. This man called dementia on live TV.
Yo. I'm trying to tell you.
Joe. Now let me step back. When we was talking about the celebrities, and like Trudy said, these old heads, they went through it, they passed the torch to these younger girls. But these old heads, these Republicans, they ain't trying to pass the torch. Like, you won't give up. Let somebody else in your seat. We got you. We gonna say what you trying to say too. I hope this is a lesson to them.
Now let's pause for a minute. Let's pause. Bay talking about somebody. Hey, Joy, Mr. Mika Joy in the building. Look, here you go. Where you go, Mom? Okay, Bay was saying, why you want someone to control your lives? What you mean by that? I'm trying to get the right understanding.
She might mean like he's an old head. He needs to sit down. He needs to be somewhere retired, relaxing on the golf court. Like, why is he being controlled? By the media, by the votes. Chill out.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. All I know is this right here, man. There's a plan going on, and they're part of the plan, and they ain't trying to let them get up out them seats, man, until they go on the ground.
I think he's cloned, and he's a robot.
He looked terrible. Yeah,
I think he's a clone, and he's robot, and one of the one of the fuses went dead. You know what is so sad? His grandchildren or his parents, his children that will say, "Daddy, go out there and get him again." I hope this is a jab to the Republicans that y'all ain't got it. Like, step down or step up. Like, stop. Like, I heard for judges and like seniors, to run or be a president, you got to be like 70 and older, or that's really a bad age. You should be retiring at that age. I don't wish death for nobody either. I really don't. I wish people sit down and enjoy their retirement. I think that, he got tears, and that could be a medical condition. He got bags, he need to be somewhere on somebody's plastic surgery table enjoying his money or something. I don't think that when I'm 70, I don't think that I should be running for a world to be their spokesperson.
Right. That's true. So, well, I don't know who's trying to be a slave. Be the master, but anyway, hey, it is what it is. Hey, look, let's move to that second clip, Mom. Because they hot today.
We is.
New updated school transgender policies. Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez has the new letter from Alexandria Public Schools. She's live now to explain more. Hi, Steph.
Hi, Jim. The Alexandria Public Schools superintendent for the city, as well as the school board chair, released a joint letter just yesterday to the entire school community saying that they are dismayed. The governor introduced model policies, and this is model policies that affect transgender students. The word model policies in quotations here. Now, we did speak with at least one person who agreed with the governor but did not want to speak on camera. Everyone else, they mostly disagreed, but also said they're happy they still don't have children in the public school system.
It's political points. It's just, rabid meat for their base.
It's a hard situation, hard questions, hard times. I just think that what's best for our parents, for our children together collectively is going to make the best outcome for us all.
Now, first reported by Alexandria Now, it says the ACPS is still going to review the policy, but it also reaffirmed their commitment to the impacted students. And they noted that their non-discrimination policy was adopted back in 1996. And as of 2013, already identified gender equality and gender identity as protected classes. Now, Loudoun and Prince William County Public Schools, they are still reviewing. Stafford, Fairfax, and Arlington County say that they already have policies in place. Arlington superintendent writing last week, "I oppose any policy that infringes upon the rights of our students and threatens the safety and well-being of our LGBTQIA+ students." Last week, some of the updates to the school transgender policy announced by Governor Glenn Youngkin include students 17 and under having to have parental permission to be recognized by another name or a gender. Another update requires students to use the same bathroom as their sex, not their gender, unless it's required by federal law. And then if so, the students would get an opt-out policy. The governor and his administration arguing that this gives parents more rights, and we all know it is a platform that he ran on. Guys?
Steph, do the districts face any kind of penalty if they don't go with this updated policy?
So it's interesting. We've been asking about this, and I can recall during the pandemic when there was state guidance, but some of the school districts were doing things a little differently, that it was explained to us that the school boards kind of operate as under their own authority, as their own identity. Now, again, we're still waiting for a school spokesperson to get back to us on that question, but we did hear back from the governor's spokesperson. Just to read you the response here, it says that the law states that the Virginia Department of Education shall provide model policies and school boards shall adopt. The Virginia Department of Education has fulfilled its responsibility to develop the model policies. School boards are expected to follow the law. Jim?
It's also
on your team so we can get the goal met. Your assets, now transfer money from one account to another account, lending money while you're in the process, buying cars while you're in the process, switching jobs while you're in the process. It's a whole list of things that you don't want to do. That will prevent stress and headache for you. So I always have my clients talk out everything with me. We talk. They ask me if they can do stuff. Because
All right. So, transgender, they got a lot going on out there in Virginia, right? I mean, you should know about it. You out there in Virginia, you live out Virginia, you came up in Virginia. Tell us how you feel, Sade, about what they're trying to do in these schools. Now, they have not affected Maryland and D.C. as of yet, far as I know. I don't know.
But y'all affected. But anyway, okay, I'm gonna play the mediator. I'm gonna say, first of all, okay, one thing I do like about it is there's a place where I am and it has a neutral bathroom, like boys can use it or girls can use it one at a time. I like that because if I have to use the bathroom, I need the closest one to me. But what I don't like about it is the two different genders in the bathroom at the time. That can be very dangerous and it can go another way. For an example, there was one time I had to use the bathroom really, really, really bad. And the women's bathroom was taken. So I went to the men's bathroom. So I'm in a stall, the one you could close. I'm using the bathroom. And when I came out, it was a man standing at the stand-up one with a whole sword in his hand. I'm like, hold a minute. Hey, hold on.
This woman.
Whoa, hold on. And I jump back. He like, so he his. I'm all like, no. Like that, like, no, like that. I'm like that. And so my mom is like, Sade, Maya has to use the bathroom. She's coming in and she's 7. And I'm like, no, because he still got the jump. He got the jump. She coming in. I'm coming out. I don't want to see her mother like this. I am ecstatic. Like it's just a whole lot that can go on when everybody's together. For an example, I know a guy. His sword is now what I got. He got it cut open, split. He don't even look like a boy anymore. So I just feel like it's a lot of questions. Like for a little young boy to see the boy that's now a girl to be like, how'd you get those? And it's like, you just got to take some hormone pills. Or I just think it's a lot of distraction.
A lot. It really is, man. It's a lot going on, man. But where do we stand, though? See, that's the thing. Where do we stand? Because I feel like you feel like I wouldn't want to be using a bathroom with a woman. Like I wouldn't want to, like, you know, like I come in the bathroom, she like you saying, you already in the store, and then I'm using the bathroom on the wall. Like, nah, that's I mean, I feel for that for my kids, my grandkids, man.
That's what it's all about.
Kids, man.
That's what it's all about.
Grandkids get old enough, this thing will be in full effect out here in the world.
And I think that this is a question for Gabrielle Union. Like, I was real shocked at her, how she just allowed her son to just go all the way. I was shocked. I mean, I'm not going to judge you, but if I had a son that's a little girl now, I'm going to tell him, don't forget where you come from. Go in the men's bathroom, use it, and come out, and don't be trying to manipulate or hypnotize or, you know, bring anybody into yourself, you know. But I would like to, this would be a question that if I pulled up on Gabrielle Union, I would ask her. I mean, all right, no shade. I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat. I know they're gonna go on me. I know the fans gonna go on me. But I mean, she is just allowing her son to go all the way. And it's just,
and that's because they don't care about the kids, man. They don't care about the children. You know. That's
right. I mean, it's the way, like she said, like Trudy said, it's the Wade son. And honestly, I mean, the only reason why I didn't say the Wade is because I forgot his name. Forget Gabrielle Union, sketch Gabrielle Union, him. Like, he make me not even want to be a fan of him anymore.
Yeah, but they're a union. They together. That's his.
Oh, right. But at the same time, she has a point. I mean, that's your son. That's your son.
Is that her? That's her child, or that's her stepchild?
That's her stepchild. So I get it. That's your son. I just feel like, I mean,
that's it. That's all.
He let him go all the way, and I mean, after all of that, again, I'm not against gays, LGBTQ, whatever. I got a whole lot of guys that are like that. They are one of the best friends. I got family like that, cousins. They are the biggest supporters. They're going to roll with you. They're going to rock with you. They're going to fight with you. But at the same time, you know, they don't forget where they come from.
That's right. Well, we're going to move on, man. We got more stuff to cover. Mo, let's go into the next clip, big boy. Let's pull it up. How they say it? Legend take roll.
The Hunter Biden hearing. Let's go right to NBC's Tom Winter, who just ran outside of the court. What do you have, Tom?
Well, right now, the United States Department of Justice and the son of the president of the United States, Robert Hunter Biden, have no deal. That's what was just stated in court. Both sides are taking a 10-minute recess right now to see if they can agree to terms on the plea agreement. Starting about 11 a.m., the judge started to question whether or not a provision in the agreements, this pretrial diversion on the gun charge, and as well, and we're just finding this out now, and I ask the audience patience with this because we haven't been able to see these court documents today, but apparently as part of the pretrial diversion agreement for the gun charge that Hunter Biden faces, there are additional tax charges that are covered in that, meaning that they won't be brought should he abide by the terms of that pretrial diversion agreement. The judge questions that and says, look, the pretrial diversion agreement is outside of my purview, but yet it's referenced in the sentence in the plea agreement, between the two parties. And she questioned the government and said, you're asking me to approve and accept this plea agreement, but yet I've got this pretrial diversion that's hanging out there. And is it your understanding, Hunter Biden, that, you know, if there's some sort of a break in the agreement here, are you willing to still move forward as far as the difference between the pretrial diversion agreement and the plea agreement? Hunter Biden said, no, Your Honor. The two sides meet at exactly 11 a.m. Chris Clark, who represents Hunter Biden, goes over to the prosecution. The judge took a 10-minute recess there, and he said, and this is a quote, "We'll rip it up. We'll tear up this agreement right then." The two sides got back together again after that 10, 15-minute recess and said, look, we agree now that the pretrial diversion is separate from all of this. And with respect to the plea agreement, the only reason why we reference this pretrial diversion agreement is just to say that when you cut to sentencing guidelines, which is this idea of what eventually a sentence Hunter Biden should get for the misdemeanor tax offenses, that you can't include the gun charge into that. Everything seemed to be okay at that point. But then the judge asked, look, there's an ongoing investigation here. Government says yes, they agree. They say, what does that ongoing investigation involve? They say they can't talk about it. And they said, okay, so you're asking me to accept a plea agreement, but does that cover any potential charges? And she referenced the work that Hunter Biden has done for entities in foreign countries. And she said, does this preclude you from bringing FARA charges in the future if I accept this plea agreement? And the government said, no, we could bring those charges. The defense, Chris Clark, acting on behalf of Hunter Biden, disagreed with that and said, no, that's not my understanding of the agreement. And then the federal prosecutors said, there's no deal. That was at 11:31. And Chris Clark, who represents Hunter Biden, says, as far as I'm concerned, the plea agreement is null and void. Just as I left the courtroom itself, the judge determined that there should be a 10-minute recess to try and figure out whether or not the two parties can quickly come to an agreement. Otherwise, the trial clock is on. As I was leaving the courtroom, she was talking about status conferences, future filings, as if there was no plea agreement at all, as if the very reason why we were here today does not exist. So as I stand here, I'm just looking at my clock to make sure, that they're not back in. As I stand here, there is no current plea deal between the Justice Department and the son of the president. That's where we stand.
So, Tom, kind of listening into all of this. So you're talking about something that happened 8 minutes ago. If the judge did a 10-minute pause there, we're talking about right now, they should any minute now be coming back in and discussing this issue. But as of right now, that agreement, that deal, that agreement is null and void?
As of right now, both parties have agreed that the deal terms that they've worked out, the plea agreement that they've worked out, does not exist. Now, could in the time that I've been explaining to you, Jose, what has happened here this morning, that they could have come to new terms, that they could talk about it, that they could come to some sort of an agreement in front of the judge, all that could be happening literally as I sit here and speak to you. But as of the moment I left the courtroom, a little after 11:31, the plea agreement is out. And I'm happy to answer any follow-up questions. I'd like to get back into the court overflow room. I can't get back into the main room, but I'd like to get back.
Yeah, Sade. As you can see, man, Biden's son and all them, man, they always got something going on, man, down there in the White House, and you know, where all those little buildings, they be down there doing the meetings and all that kind of stuff, man. But at the end of the day, man, you know, it's life. It's you know, they, you know, I mean, man, look, it's not the same. It's not the same when it comes down to the color of our skin, man. You know, they talking about they can't even get the plea bargain together, or they had a bargain together, and now that it's no good, it ain't on the table. Man, it's a lot when you go into court for anything. When you go into court for anything, it's a lot. You know,
man, they got their money. They got their money. But you know what? If it was me, I'd be trying to push my damn court. I'd be trying to push my plea bargain, my court, all the way to next month. I get it. Next year. I mean, I get it. I'm a little confused on why Biden's son don't even have a license, why the gun not registered, why you even here, what happened, where did you go wrong? You look just like your daddy. I wanted to pause before I commented like that guy I have dementia.
You said, what do the plea mean?
I mean, no. I'm just saying I don't even understand where it went wrong. Like, he had a gun, it wasn't registered, it wasn't he not supposed to have it. Why? I mean, obviously obviously he has some weight to even be able to prolong it like this. Obviously, they have some kind of relationship to be able to go back and forth. The judge is being very lenient.
Yeah, well, ain't this the president's son?
Why even in this? That's what I'm trying to say. Why is it over a gun?
There's a whole lot they into, man. It just, certain things they gonna bring out. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna hold on to him long, man. We want to go. I think this next clip, man, is just showing love to a student that graduated, right? I mean, we gotta know that, in every day, man, we got all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, that Biden one was whack. I don't know what was going on with that.
Let's roll the clip, Maul. Let's see what they're talking about.
Experience as Milken scholars.
You know, the transition from high school to college and beyond, it can be daunting. Since the Milken Scholarship Program began in 1989, nearly 600 students from DC, New York, and LA, they've received money and a lifetime of mentoring. Here are the 2023 Milken Scholars. Banneker High School's Jessica Maya Torres is on her way to Johns Hopkins. Banneker's Mary Tola is headed to Northwestern University. DCI Student of the Year Alyssa Toussaint will attend Yale, and Banneker High School for Princeton.
So the money that I'm getting from Milken is really important because, to get to Princeton, because I did have other places that were giving more money, but I wanted to have that Princeton education.
Maddie and her lifetime of support, including career counseling, their academic performance, community service, leadership, and ability to persevere in the face of personal challenges were considered.
I want to pursue a career in law and international affairs and essentially public policy. I think that's where I'm headed right now.
They're going to all be in LA for a 4-day summit with all of the scholars from DC, New York City, and Los Angeles County. Isn't that nice?
To them. That's really great.
That's right, man. Right, we got some people, man, in the DMV doing some things, man. They got people in their life that's encouraging them to do the right thing, man. And that's what we need to make a better generation,
I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy that they took the time to enroll in scholarship programs. Sometimes when you hear you can take advantage of this money, but you have to write an essay to get in, it scares us. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't want to do that. And the same thing happened with my son. He wanted braces. They denied him because they didn't think he needed braces, but he had an advantage to appeal it. And I said, baby, if you want them braces, you go right to them people. Why? How is not having braces affecting you mentally, physically, emotionally? What do you want from it? And when he did it, I'm telling you, last month, he just took his braces off. But it's something about the turnaround. Even me, I be nervous to write letters and write essays, but to be able to sit at the 4-day orientation in LA and have your cap and gown on, and have this opportunity is unreal. So that's awesome. I'm proud of him.
You're proud of him, most definitely. Time getting short, man. We still moving though. Let's go with that next clip, man. I think the next clip, man, we'll be talking about.
Roll it.
James got ads. Y'all got to at least give it time to play the ad.
Oh, yeah. Okay, my bad.
Oh, yeah, because we don't stop. Tomo show, we be too live, Tomo. We be
trying to get it all in before the time. We'll give it an hour, so,
you you trying to get it all in. It don't fit sometimes. We got to.
Yeah, you gotta what? We
gotta add it up. You gotta add it up. And this is where a lot of y'all with businesses and opportunities, this is where y'all come in. When we throw them ads and we throw these commercials, y'all got, be ready. Come with y'all couple coins, y'all couple dollars, get in here. Like, get promoted.
Yeah, get your promotion.
It's enough money for everybody to go around. It's enough promotion to go to everybody to go around. You know, don't let just me and Tomo get all this.
I recently sat down with one of the musical stars. Take a look. He is the youngest solo actor to win a Tony Award.
Mama made it.
He earned it for his critically acclaimed performance as Michael Jackson in the Broadway hit MJ the Musical. Well, now Maryland native and graduate of Thomas Wooten High School in Potomac, Maryland, Miles Frost is returning to the D.C. region to perform as Benny in the original and iconic Broadway musical Rent at the Kennedy Center this July. Miles joins us now with a preview of his upcoming performance.
Yes,
Yay!
yes.
Congratulations.
Yes,
it's great to see you.
Likewise, likewise.
Let me see. I see. Since we last spoke, you won a Tony Award, we got a Grammy nomination, and a long list of other accolades. And now we've got Rent coming up this July at the Kennedy Center.
Yes.
Tell us about Rent, why you decided to do this role, and we think it's really special because it's back here in the DMV.
Yes. I think Rent was honestly not something I was familiar with, but I knew it was a classic, you know, and, you know, with me being still relatively new, even with the accolades, I'm still relatively new to this world. So I think being a part of something, you know, that is ingrained in Broadway history.
Absolutely.
You know, when they offered the role of Benny to me, I was like, yes, immediately, you know, and then I did more research. I saw like Tate Diggs did a version, Mario did a version. I was like, you know, for the past people who played Benny, and I was like, I can pull so many things and create my own version of this character, you know, so I'm very, very excited.
What does it mean to be able to play Benny here in front of your hometown fans, here at home?
Yeah, it's an honor, you know, and this is for the people who were not able to come out to New York and see me on MJ. You know, it gives them an opportunity to see just a glimpse into my world, you know, of what I do. Now, granted, it's in a different kind of, you know, atmosphere, but you know, it's a performance nonetheless. And I'm so blessed that I have the opportunity to do this, and you know, it being at the Kennedy Center is such a full circle moment for me.
I know that you guys, you're starting rehearsals and you're working on this. Can you give us a little bit of what you will be singing as Benny? No, do we have to wait? If you say no, it's okay.
I'm still learning the words, but 525,600 minutes.
Yes. Okay, we love it. Okay, we can't wait to see it. All right, let's go back to MJ the Musical for a minute. New York Broadway is over. What's next? I understand you're going to London with MJ the Musical.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Year. So I'm like, this is going to be a whole culture shock, a whole experience, you know, for me that I'm just going to absorb to the absolute fullest. And this is also another opportunity for people who want to come to New York to see, you know, and travel overseas if that was what they had to do to have an easier access to come see me in London. So I'm super excited for that too.
I'm looking forward to it. And last but not least, what is next for Miles Frost? I know music is your love.
Yes, music is definitely my first love, and that's what I'm working on. You know, I got something for the ladies. I got some soul. I got some funk. You know, come on, I gotta bring it. You know me. So you know, it's definitely gonna have that soul. It's gonna bring a fresh new feeling. You know, to the music game that I think a lot of people have been missing. So that's the goal. Bring that energy back.
I am so excited, and I'm so grateful that you were able to join us today, Miles. I wish you all the best because I know everything that you do turns to gold.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. Miles Frost.
What's up, everybody?
He is incredible.
This is Big Tony of the legendary Trouble Phone, and you're tuned in to the Tom Bo Show. Let's get it.
Get it! Hey, y'all remember the young lady that did New Jack City and was dancing and all that? Man, they got something going on with it. I want to share it with y'all. Let's see. Give me a minute, Sade. Let me get it together for you.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, let me get it together.
And somebody's got to lose. When the party's over and it's time to make that move. Somebody gotta win. Somebody's got to lose. When the party's over and it's time to make that move. Somebody gotta win. Somebody's got to lose. When
party's over, and it's time to make that
They show how
Somebody gotta win, somebody's got to lose.
Tama, what was going on in that video? Because I'm scared now, and I think I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. I don't know if she was turning in from women to men to men to women.
They were showing when she was younger, then older, and then when she came an adult. That's what that was.
Okay, because I didn't like it. Pineapples.
Yeah. Okay. Pineapple. Whatever that means.
Okay.
It's pineapple. Maul, let's run that next clip, baby. When it load up, I'm with you.
Okay, yeah, but Miles, I think he's going to be a great fit. I don't like the fact that his father's president. Maybe that has something to do with him getting on, but I think he's going to be a great fit. I'm his fan. I want to meet him. I want to see him dance and perform. I think he's perfect for MJ because even though MJ wasn't gay, you know, he had some soft ways about him. So Miles, like, he fit right in.
Yeah, he's a good artist. Believe that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, anytime, you know, you can get up there and do Michael Jackson. I'm talking about he did a Michael Jackson theater. You know what I'm saying? So,
And I love how he said the key word that we've been talking about the whole show. He said the older people passed the plate. They passed it down.
That's
He not, you know.
That's right. Let's roll the new clip, Maul. Let's roll it. You already know I'm always doing something, right?
It's okay.
I'm trying to figure out what happened to the clip.
It's okay. It's coming.
Ex-boyfriend Zayn's return to music. The former One Direction member dropped Love Like This, his first solo single in 2 years earlier this month, and got rare public love from the supermodel. Zayn posed at a piano for a recent behind-the-scenes peek at his creative process, and Gigi gave the snap a like on Instagram. The singer left off a caption, which kept fans guessing whether he's teasing even more new tracks to come. He and Gigi parted ways for good in 2021 after years of on and off dating and remained dedicated to their daughter, Kai. The pair reportedly called it quits following an alleged argument between Zayn and Gigi's mom, Yolanda Hadid. Zayn has kept a relatively low profile since the breakup, but he returned to the spotlight with a wide-ranging interview on Alex Cooper's Call Her Daddy podcast, during which she opened up about co-parenting with Gigi, the speculation surrounding their split, and how their toddler has inspired his latest career move.
I knew what the situation was. I knew what happened. And the people involved, if anybody, you know, you could respect that. Like, I just didn't want to bring attention to anything, you know, I just wasn't trying to get into a negative back and forth with her, any sort of narrative online where my daughter was going to look back and read that and be able to read into it. And it would just be something that there was no point. I believe I dealt with it in the best way, like in an amicable, respectful way, and that's all that needs to be said. Co-parenting is good. Yeah, we have a really good relationship for Kai. She's the you know, the main importance.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going well.
Yeah. Okay.
I think since I've had my daughter, the main thing in my mind is trying to be a good example to her. That's why I'm even doing this interview, you know, like I used to get a lot of anxiety around having a conversation like this, and I want her to be able to look at me and be like, yo, my dad's doing this.
In fact, Kai may already be following in her famous dad's footsteps. Zayn went on to share how the little one loves to show off her pipes.
My favorite thing to do with her is
I love the way he talks. I can just sit down and talk to him all day. It's so cute. I love the way he talks.
Yeah, that they British, right?
It's so cute.
Yeah. What's
It's
up?
so cute.
Hey, you in the building?
KK.
Talking about the son.
Biden's son looks just like him. Biden's son looks just like him. They should have Biden's son run. Why they gonna have the daddy run? But yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't understand. Did he get caught with a gun?
They can put the foot up and they can close.
Exactly. I said that. Exactly. The only reason why, man. But anyway, I mean, we got to get into a place, man, in reality that where, what you can't change, you can't change. You know what I'm saying? And there's no use to you wasting a lot of energy on it, because that brings on depression, stress, all that. You know what I'm saying? When I review some of these things that's happening all over the world, I can't let that really affect me personally in my life, because I'm not going through the same things, because I'm making different decisions. The things that they're going through, it comes from some of the decisions they have made in their lives. But I think we got time for one more clip, man. I don't know which one more I want to pull up, but we had to. Okay, there we go. That's the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted, Mo. Yes,
the military spend on Viagra each year.
I don't have that figure.
About 41.6 million. Do you know how many bridges in my district of Pittsburgh could be repaired with that amount? About 2. How much did the Department of Defense spend on snow crab and Alaska king crab in 2018?
I do not have that amount.
According to Open the Books, it was 2.3 million. According to an investigation by this committee in 2016, the F-35 program specifically raked up hundreds of millions of dollars in added costs due to mismanagement and negatively affected military readiness. Mr. Tenaglia, how much is the F-35 joint program estimated to cost the federal government to produce, operate, and sustain over its lifetime?
I believe the GAO cited that figure. I don't have it in front of me, but we can get that for you.
It's about 1.7 trillion, enough to completely eradicate student loan debt. According to the Government Accountability Office, between May 2018 and October 2022, about 1 million F-35 spare parts worth 85 million were, quote, lost, just vanished. How much on average does the military spend on Viagra?
I know that they wish that she had caught dementia right then. That's why they don't let us in them. That's why they don't let us in them offices. That lady was turning him up very professionally without any disrespect. They do not want to be exposed like that. You know what? He was so ready that all he could say is, "I don't have that figure. I don't know. Please tell me. I don't have it. I don't know." Because he wouldn't incriminate himself. She know.
Yeah.
I know they would have wished he went.
Look how they mismanaging all that money, and our city is suffering.
Look how my $77,000 worth of student loans would have been wiped out. They Viagra.
Yeah,
what did y'all trying to stay up for? Y'all junks do not need to be hard doing war. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm saying she just put it on the line of where they spending money at. Like this, they spend a lot of money buying Viagra for who? For like everybody in the government? Because this dude just did like this. Like he was a robot.
And you know what? They need more people in that office like us.
Funds that's misusing funds. They misusing funds in all aspects when it comes down to the government, man. They misusing funds, man. More money that we not even seeing, don't even know about, that they using. They use it. This is the reason why our economy is so messed up right now today.
She didn't say no thousands. She said billions and trillions.
Billions and trillions of dollars. Man, I don't even know.
Billions and trillions.
What do that look like? Just say you had $1 trillion of $1 bills, right? You think that'll cover a one bedroom? Like the whole bedroom would just be full of cash.
It would be enough for me to cover something, for me to cover whatever I need.
No, I'm saying like that's so much money. If I stack that money all in right here in the studio, it probably take the whole room. What I'm saying,
bands and make her dance, bands and make her dance. All I get.
No, what we gonna do? Sade, get these people some love, man, before we can get up out of here.
Man, on some real stuff, I'm telling you, I don't want to say free advertising because everything come with something. If y'all got businesses, if y'all got hobbies, something y'all working on, I'm telling you, DM Tomo, follow him, find him on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you need to do, get your stuff, push the wave. It's not gonna fall in your lap. You got somebody here that love the community, trying to work with the community. I'm telling you, get your stuff out there. You see some of these commercials, they can be replaced, they can be switched up. It's nothing. Get yourself, put yourself on, bless yourself, don't stress yourself. See you tomorrow.
That's right. That's my girl, your girl, Sade. Hey, look, real fast till we go. What you think this is, Sade?
A quarter with Maya Angelou on the back. $1.
Nope.
The gold dollar.
Hold up. Let me make sure before I say it. Let me make sure. Yeah. That's $1. That's $1. You the winner, Sade. What is the prize behind door number 2? I don't see nothing.
That's, you know what? All I want is some headphones.
Yeah. You got, hey, I got you. Where they at? Here they go right here. I got you. You got some. So look, we got as I always say, man, y'all already know, man, be safe out there, man. Let's be thinkers, let's be leaders, man. Let's influence somebody in the right direction instead of the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? Let's try to help people build their life, make them strong, give them encouragement to be better than they today, better tomorrow. You know what I'm talking about? If ain't nobody told you today, we do. This time to the next time. Peace! We out of here, man. Hey!